This is our simple Keynesian model or our aggregate expenditure model. We know that our planned aggregate expenditure is composed of 5 variables, which is consumption plus investment plus government spending plus exports minus imports. We know that consumption function is based on autonomous consumption and induced consumption. Our investment function is based on autonomous investment and induced investment. And our imports is composed of autonomous imports and induced imports. So in this example, you will see that government spending and exports are considered autonomous, which means they are independent from our level of income. So let's substitute the consumption function, investment function, and import function into our planned aggregate expenditure formula. So our planned aggregate expenditure will be equal to C bar plus little cy plus I bar plus little iy plus G bar plus X bar minus M bar minus little my. We would like to get all the bars or the autonomous items together, and we will call it autonomous expenditure. So A bar is equal to C bar plus I bar plus G bar plus X bar minus M bar. Therefore, what's left? What's left is Cy, Iy minus My. Therefore, we can rewrite our planned aggregate expenditure as autonomous expenditure plus little Cy plus little Iy minus My. Let's take Y as a common factor. So this means that our planned aggregate expenditure could be written as A bar plus Y multiplied by open bracket little c plus little I minus little m close bracket. And this will be our planned aggregate expenditure formula. At equilibrium, we know that our output is equal to planned aggregate expenditure. So let's substitute with the formula of planned aggregate expenditure. So Y is equal to A bar plus Y multiplied by open bracket C plus I minus M close bracket. So I would like to put all Y's in one side. Therefore, I will take here Y multiplied by this bracket of C plus I minus M, and I will put it the other side with a negative sign. So Y minus Y multiplied by this bracket of C plus I minus M is equal to A bar. Then I would like to get Y as a common factor. So it will be Y multiplied by 1 minus, we have the bracket of C plus I minus M close bracket equal A bar. Then I have this negative sign, I would like to put it within the bracket. Therefore, Y multiplied by 1 minus C minus I plus M close bracket is equal to A bar. Then I would like to put only Y on its side. Therefore, we need to divide by this bracket. Therefore, Y is equal to A bar multiplied by 1 over 1 minus C minus I plus M. So this means that our output at equilibrium, I write it here as Y and I will put a little star, which means this is at equilibrium, is equal to what? A bar multiplied by alpha, or the multiplier. Some textbooks they give it simple K, other textbooks they give it simple M, but since here we have little m as marginal propensity to import, and that's why we're not going to use simple m in order not to confuse. Therefore, our Y star is equal to A bar multiplied by the multiplier. So A bar is called as autonomous expenditure, and the alpha is called the multiplier, which has a symbol of K. Other textbooks they give it simple M. Therefore, if you look at this multiplier function here, 1 over 1 minus C minus I plus M, when multiplier will be higher? It will be higher if our marginal propensity to consume is higher, marginal propensity to invest is higher, and marginal propensity to import is lower. Therefore, can we draw our aggregate expenditure model? Yes, we can. So in our x-axis we'll have our output, in the y-axis we have planned aggregate expenditure. So our output at equilibrium is a 45-degree line. Why do we call it 45-degree line? Because we know that here at equilibrium our aggregate demand or aggregate expenditure is equal to our output, and that's why it must be 45-degree line. So the value on the x-axis will be equivalent to the value on the y-axis. And then we have here our planned aggregate expenditure, which is A bar plus little c plus little I minus little m, all of these multiplied by y. And here we have our autonomous expenditure, which is A bar. Remember, some textbooks use A0 or A naught. They're exactly the same. So if you look here at the point of intersection between the two curves, so this is our equilibrium point. So here we have y is equal to planned aggregate expenditure, and this is our equilibrium.